nuts. Anyways. Hey guys, how are you? Hey guys. I'm just waiting for everyone to come on. Hey. What's up, everybody? I hope there's nothing in my teeth. I just ate. Hi. Hey guys. I'm good. How are you? I'm just waiting for a couple more people to come in. I had some frozen things. Sorry, I need a haircut really bad. I think that's probably pretty much everyone coming in. Hey, maybe a couple more. I'll wait another second. Hey. Sorry, I was gonna burp. I really ate so fast because I was trying to be on time. I'm only home for 2 days. Then I leave again. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Because I know someone said no sound. Okay, cool. Anyways, I just wanted to come on here and give you guys an update on kind of everything that's going on and what I'm doing and what my plan is going forward. So I know I put up a poll about which platform you guys liked the most, and I don't know, my volume's all the way up. And so most people said Patreon, and I get why, because it's the platform that I actually like the most too, because it's the most organized, and it's like everything's in one place, and it's easy to get kind of all the information where everything else is kind of all over the place. That being said, I I I don't like that I have so many pages, so many Facebook pages, Instagram, TikTok. It's just so confusing, and it's so difficult to bring more people onto my journey and get more people involved in what I'm doing because it's everything's all over the place. And so my questioning was, about what you guys liked the most. And so I like Patreon the most too. The thing that I don't like about Patreon is that I can't do a free subscription on Patreon. And to me, that is so awful for my career moving forward. I'll explain to you guys a couple of different reasons of why I feel this way. When someone first discovers you, they are not really sure if they want to spend money or even sign up for something because they really don't know you that well. Um, and so, even with $1.99, I mean, really, there's no way that someone couldn't do the $1.99. That I know. It's not about that it's $1.99. I just think people just don't want to sign up for something that they have to like pay anything for or even like subscribe. You know what I mean? Like it has to be easy. And I say this because my Facebook groups have 5,000 people on there. You know what I mean? And this group only has 300, and it's been kind of at a halt at that 300. That being said, the reason that I can't, continue to release music and do shows and stuff is truly because, and I've said this before, I just think that this is the first time that people are like, oh my God, like he's actually going through with it. The outlay of money that gets put out per record is a minimal of 20,000. I know that people say all the time, Frankie, we don't care if it's just you acoustic or we don't. And what a lot of people don't realize is that this isn't anyone else's dream but my own. And I have to live my dream the way that I want it to be done. I don't want to do performances acoustic because that's not the kind of artist that I am or want to be. Not saying that I would never do it. It's just not who I am, and it doesn't fulfill me. It doesn't make me happy. And so, for the amount of time that I've sacrificed and given, and all the years and the money that I've spent on my career, to do it and not do it the way that I want to do it wouldn't be fair to anyone, especially myself. And so, moving forward, like if I can't continue to build my brand, and this is what is so hard for people to understand, I can't continue to put things out because it's basically like you're just running a circle like in a circus ring. This has nothing to do with anybody else. I would love to give you guys a new song every week. I probably have 15 songs that I could release right now. It's not about not having the music or not having, it's about my songs that I have already haven't even been discovered. I have too many records out that are strong that people don't know about, that if I just keep putting more and more and more stuff out, like people are just discovering Stuck on You for the first time. People are just discovering, Loving Myself, So I feel I have so many strong records that still deserve to be heard and discovered. And so, and it goes to about the same thing with like merchandise. I would love to release more merchandise, but I can't keep expecting the same 20 to 30 people to keep buying things. Like my calendars, my sales go down instead of up. And so in a business aspect, if every year it should be getting bigger, not less, And so a lot of this too, I feel like is because I'm not getting more people involved into my world and my project and building more fans. And I feel a lot of that has to actually do with this page. And because Patreon is not the type of page that people don't know the word Patreon. Like when you tell someone, oh, join Facebook, they're like, oh, okay, I know Facebook. Like when you tell someone like just the word alone, before they've even looked if there's money, they're just already like, no, you know what I mean? Like I don't even know what that is, I'm not joining it. And so I'm gonna, so this is what I'm getting to at anyways. My goal truly, honestly, is to, of course, continue to entertain people, but I do have to slow down because if I do not build this fan base back up and get more people to see me and discover me and be part of this dream, like I can't move forward, and I will not release any more music, until these songs get seen and heard the way that they're meant to. And it is working actually because like Dripping in Love, because I've made it my only song right now, because I've only stuck to that, more and more and more people hear it every day. And yes, to us, we're hearing it over and over and over again. And you're like, okay, but I want to hear the next one. But there's a world of a billion people that have not heard that song. And so I have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing the ones that I already have, not keep giving more and more ones that, and just spending money, and not getting anything back in return, and, being in thousands and thousands of dollars of credit card debt. So that being said, I have I think back to when I first, did my Facebook groups and how many fans, I was able to garner and build. And that's honestly because I gave everything for free. I bet you that 90% of the people in here would not be in this group right now if you weren't originally from Facebook and I didn't entertain you for a year for free until you became into my world. Once you came into my world, you were like, I would pay him $50 a month, never mind the 10, because you know that it's worth the money what I would be giving you. But you can't expect other people to give that type. You can't expect people to give anything if they don't know the person well enough. So that being said, I'm going to shut down my Facebook pages. I'm not going to close them. I'm going to keep them as backup pages. God forbid anything, happens. Like, they're going to be there, but I don't want to be posting on there anymore. I want everything in one concise location. And so what I'm going to do is actually start an OnlyFans page. I'm starting an OnlyFans page. I'm going to leave Patreon. So the reason I'm on here is because when the OnlyFans page is ready, I want to get all of you guys to transfer from here to my OnlyFans page. It is going to run the exact same way as this. Actually, it's actually a better site, to be honest. The monthly subscription is going to be $9.99, but there also is going to be a free subscription. And I'll explain to you the difference of how this is going to work. The free subscription is going to bring people in because people will join just because it's free. That way, once they join, I will post all my updates to them. I will not be giving any photos, videos, songs, or anything as part of the free subscription, but I will give them an option. The way OnlyFans works is I can post a picture on the free subscription and they would have to unlock it for a certain amount of money. You guys wouldn't have to unlock it if you're part of the subscription already because you would be already part of the page. So giving you a great example, let's say someone is not sure if they want to, be in the Z mob or they don't know about it, right? They'll join the page for free because it's free. Anyone will join it. Now, if they're interested in seeing this photo or listening to the song, right, they can purchase it. They can unlock it for $10. You'll be getting all of that for your $10 a month already. Once they realize that they're actually spending more to unlock something, they'll wind up joining a regular subscription because it's actually more useful. You're going to get more out of it. That way, everything can be promoted on this one page. First off, OnlyFans is a very huge name. So people are going to already want to click on it because they're going to be interested in what it is. Way more than Patreon. That way I could run it just like my original Facebook. Everybody can join for free. Here's all the updates. Here it is. You want to get this song, but you don't want to subscribe? That's fine. It's $5 to unlock it, and you can download the song. You want to get this photo that everyone else is getting, but you don't want to subscribe? That's fine. It's $5 to unlock it. That way it also makes sense for people that they feel like it's fair. Like, okay, I'm on his subscription page, and I'm getting all of this. And, if you, like, basically you're better off being on the subscription page because you're going to get more out of it. But it's also going to bring more people in because people are going to feel more comfortable joining something that's free. They're just going to be like, oh, shoot, okay, I'll subscribe, it's free. And then that way I can bring them more into my world and give people updates in one concise location. It'll also help me as far as business sense. Like, just the truth is, if people really just want to see a photo of me and they could care less about anything else, honestly, if I can make some money off of it, extra that could go into my career, then so be it. You know what I mean? If they're there only for that, I don't really care what. Of course, I want people to join and become fans and be part of it for the right reasons. But you know what? Like, if you truly don't care about the music at all, but you just want a picture or whatever it is, then sure, do it and take it. OnlyFans also accepts tips, and there's just so much. The site is just so much more extensive, and you can do so much more with it. I'm able to do lives on my OnlyFans that's connected straight to OnlyFans. I don't have to go on YouTube and post links. I'm also able to connect my Spotify to my OnlyFans, my Instagram to my OnlyFans. Like, it's basically almost works like a website. And it's truly become more of a site that it's not just for, like what people think it is. A lot of artists are on OnlyFans now because it's just a great tool, you know, as far as like getting more people involved. And more people, like I said, are going to be willing to sign up for an OnlyFans versus Patreon because the name of it. They don't know what Patreon is. It's not bringing people in. And like I explained to, you know, to Lori when I brought this idea up to her, you can't continue to do things that aren't growing. Like it's not growing, it needs to be done with and move on. Period. Everyone that's on here is going to transfer over to there, hopefully. And if they don't, they don't. But if, you know, you liked this, it's going to be no difference there. So my plan is to set up, you know, the OnlyFans page this week and get everyone to transfer over. And by October, be using that page instead of this one. And basically, like I said, it's going to be the same thing, but I actually think it's going to be better. And again, when you guys are promoting now, you don't have to promote anything else anymore. You don't need to tell people, oh, join Frankie's Official's thing on Facebook and this and that. None of it. You promote one thing, OnlyFans. I'm going to delete all of my stickers on my Instagram, everything. It's going to be my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube, my fan page is OnlyFans. That's it. You want to be a fan, you want to join, go on there. If you don't, that's it. That way, it's going to be so much easier for everyone to promote. Also, too, like, people will just want to go in and see it because they're going to be curious. Like, oh, yeah, it's like an OnlyFans. Like, what is this? You know what I mean? I'm going to sell bundles of my music on there for people that haven't had the free downloads. So, like, I'll post, like, a Dropbox link that'll have 5 of my covers. And I'll sell it for, you know, $5. So if you never got it before, you're still able to get, you know, the download links. It's just going to be so much easier to control and navigate, whereas I feel like as this page is just dead. In the terms of, like, getting people to join it is such a job. And once I feel like something becomes a job and it's not moving fast, it just doesn't feel like it's working. If I have 5,000 people on my Facebook and 300 on here, it is because people do not want to go to this page and pay $1.99, period. No matter what people say, it's just not it. So, you know, I need to move to another thing, and I need to build that page and build that up, you know what I mean, and get people involved in there, because how amazing would it be if I can get 2,000 people on there? Even if it's a free subscription, that's 2,000 people that are going to be getting my updates. That's 2,000 people that are going to know when I have a new song out, when I'm selling merchandise. People are missing so much because now I'm basically only promoting to 300 people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, literally, that's basically what I'm doing. All of my, like, because I try to give you guys the exclusive, and I feel bad if I post it somewhere else, because I'm like, they're going to be like, well, we're not getting the exclusive, so I try to give it only here. So, like, I don't really promote my merch that much. I don't really, like, no one's really seeing my other stuff because I'm always giving it to you guys first, because I want to give you guys exclusive content. This way, I could literally be done with all the Facebook, all of the drama, all of that. People could join this. It's going to be a free and subscription. And I just feel like it's going to be something that's going to be at least, like, you know, something new that we like, okay, this is so much easier now, so much easier to promote. There's so much less confusion, you know what I mean? In the terms of, like, where do we bring people to and how do they join this? Like, you want to be part of my official fan club? Perfect. Here's the link, OnlyFans. Like, I don't have to worry about anything else. And I made, like, I'm going to make my account something that has the name with music involved in it so that people know that it's geared more towards that. And again, even if they join and they realize that it's not, you know, porn or whatever they think that it is, then they just will unsubscribe. It's not a big deal, you know. I just feel like when I keep looking at the numbers on my Facebook compared to here, it's making me so irritated because I'm like, you know, there's 5,000 people. This isn't even 5% of people that are on here. Like, and like, to me, like, I feel like it's crazy because I'm like, it's literally $1.99. You're spending, I don't know, what is that, $20 a year? That's nothing. But I also feel like it's because people just don't even want to put their credit card information in. People don't even want to do that. Like, as they need to make it as easy as it possibly can be. You go on, you subscribe, it's free, here's your thing, you're done. If you want to then, if you kind of, you know, fall into it and you're like, you know what, I kind of like him, whatever it is, and then maybe you'll, you know, subscribe. But for me, it's truly, I said this from the beginning, my fan pages are never about the money. My fan pages are about the money in the end return. I want to do more shows. I want to put out more music. So if I build a bigger fan base, I can do that. I can't do that with a stall of where I'm at because it's just the same people, and I can't keep expecting you guys to buy merchandise, to buy, like, we can only go so far with that. So, you know, I need to, I've said this, I know, till I'm blue in the face and everyone thinks I'm crazy, but, like, it truly is all about your fan base, and it really is about building that fan base bigger, because then you are unstoppable. And I've really been at a halt for a while now with that. And I know a lot of people will always say like, but I like it the way it is, and if he gets bigger, that's gonna suck because it won't be the same. It's not. It's gonna suck if I don't get bigger, because you won't see me at all, and that's just the truth. Because at the end of the day, I just like everyone else, I'm a human. I have to pay bills. Like, it's just so hard for people to understand the type of money that I've spent. You're talking a $400,000-$500,000 investment within the past just 5 or 6 years. This is not, it's not chump change. You know what I mean? Like, I owe so much money and credit cards and things that I've maxed out. Like, I have to work a full-time job on top of this, and I'm only one person. And the real truth is that if I don't take care of myself, if I keep pushing for constantly for everyone else's happiness and joy, I'm gonna wind up in a mental institution, because I'm doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and just getting the same result. The last time that my career moved forward was, during COVID. That was my biggest push. And, we had such a great jump, and so many, great things happened, and now I'm back at a standstill. And, I either have to grow, or I can't do it, because as much as I would love to come on here and entertain you guys all the time and be on these things with you, like, just picture your day. Like, I've worked some days 60 hours straight. So I also don't want to come onto lives, in a bad mood, in a bad state of mind, because I don't want people to see me like that. I'm working full-time jobs. Like, I have to, eat, I have to live, I have to survive, like, just like everyone else. There is not a fairy, godmother at my door every day that says, here's money, Frankie, because we want you to be a star and entertain people. Like, that doesn't happen. And there's so much that goes into this that, people don't realize. And so the truth is, making the OnlyFans page is not because I'm like, oh, I want to bring in a lot of people to make money. I want to bring in a lot of people to expand my career so I can do more shows, so I can put out more music. That's what I want to build on it. It is nothing else but more of building more and more people. Like, when I did my Facebook pages and stuff, it was never about money. It was about building and building and building and building a fan base so that I could perform and I could put out things and I could sell more merchandise. But like, I can't do that if I don't expand this. And so I also think, because I know a lot of people ask about promoting and stuff, like, it's just so much easier for everything to be in one place. I truly believe lately it's just like everything's all over the place. There's so many pages. People, like, I have no idea where the fuck to even join. It's just too much. Oh yeah, that is true. You have to make sure that you set up the email notifications if you're on OnlyFans, because you're right, the app doesn't send you a notification like it does on here. You'd have to set up email notifications on it. But that's kind of pretty much my update. Also, I know this is so sad, and I did not want to do this or say this tonight, but I have to, because I just don't want people to know where I'm at. I'm definitely not doing my New Year's Eve show, and that's truly right now just due to the fact of, it's not going to be feasibly possible, between my, work and working my regular job and stuff now, and what it actually takes for me to put on these shows, and, the 2 weeks of rehearsal, the rehearsal time, flying in dancers, getting dancers, costumes, putting all the music together. On top of that, so many people had emailed me before saying that, they couldn't afford it just from looking at the tickets and how expensive it was, and like, knowing that people already couldn't come that came last year, that it was already going to be, like, last year I just cut it to where it had to be. You know what I mean? Like, I literally was just cutting it. So for people to already be like, I already know I can't come before you even announce the ticket price, is like, that's scary to me, because I really haven't built that much more fan base. So like, who's going to come see this, And so, it's definitely not something that I wanted to not do, because I was so excited about it, and last year's was just so incredible and so special. And this is not how, I wanted my year to be at all. Truly, I feel like I almost manifested it, because in a bad way, because I kept telling everyone, guys, if this doesn't grow, if this doesn't grow, if this doesn't grow, like, how many times did I say to you guys, if you could do one thing, right? Find someone on TikTok, one person, and befriend them. Befriend them and let them be part of this group. When I tell you, I knew this was going to happen, because I just knew. I am a dreamer, but I'm also like a realistic person. Like I'm a huge dreamer, but I'm also like, I really look at things like from a business aspect. I take myself out of the situation, I put myself in. I look at my numbers constantly. I look at my likes. I look at my views. I look at everything. It is so important for me to understand that, yes, this is what I love to do, but it's also a business. And like, that's why I was so, you know, headstrong about you guys. Like I kept saying, right? Like if 300 of you found one person to befriend, right? That would have been 600 people in here. 600 people in here would have let me do that New Year's Eve show. 600 people in here would have let me put out more merchandise. But I'm still at the exact same number that I was at. You know what I mean? And again, that's no one's fault. It just goes to show you how hard it is to truly grow something. It's like not as easy as everyone thinks it is. And so, and the real truth is, like, even when like the people are following you and stuff, like I need them following me on my fan page. If they're following on Instagram, they're not even seeing what you do, and they're definitely not coming to pay all that money to get on a flight and come see you in Florida at a concert. They're just not, because that means they're already not invested enough. They would have to be like truly like, you know what I mean, like part of the family, part like you just have to. I mean, 1.1 million people follow me on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like that makes. I always told everyone that number doesn't matter. Look at how many people, you know what I mean, post on TikTok and they're like, oh, my views, my this, my that. Like, your million people aren't seeing you anyway. They're not. That's why I've never been fascinated with the number, because I'm like, the fuck does it matter? You have a million people follow me, and what? That a million people didn't hear my song. A million people didn't see my last video. So, like, does it really matter? No. This is what matters to me, is building a genuine fan base. Like, that's always been my number one thing. I've never steered away from it, and it just always is. Because real people make a difference, not numbers on accounts and this and that. It just doesn't. And so, I know a lot of people too said, made a couple of comments like, you need to do what makes you happy. This isn't what makes me happy. This is what I'm left with. I need people to understand that. What makes me happy, what do you want me to do? I would be to perform every day. I would love to have an infinite amount of money, put out songs, go to recording sessions, do music videos, perform at events. That's what makes me happy. Obviously, it's not. I don't want to do this. Like, I don't have a choice of where I'm at right now. Like, I either have to build and grow, or like, think about if you guys were doing this. Like, I am the same as you. I'm just a person. I just like, I'm just literally like everyone else. Like, like, you have to work to live, right? You have to work to, like, like, imagine you guys kept putting out songs and so on, and like you were just spending money and like nothing was coming back. You'd be like, well, I can't keep doing this. We're not obviously like a child where like you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna try that. Like, it just doesn't work like that. And so, my goal is to kind of, obviously, like I said, kind of rebrand my pages and try to push that and get people involved in a new thing. And like I said, I'm hoping on the fact that because it's free, it brings more people in. And I also hope that, everybody on here will obviously transfer over to there, and be part of, that. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I've just, been working a lot and, trying to kind of just get myself back on my feet and like, get all my stuff together. I know, Steven. So the reason I didn't want to do OnlyFans is because I didn't want my name connected to that brand because of what people think it is. And again, like, at the end of the day, I can make a lot of money selling myself, half naked, but I do truly feel like I'm too talented just to let myself fall into that. Like if that was the case of it, then, you know what I mean? I wouldn't really pursue my career in music and like just live a normal life and make money and do what you know what I mean? Like, because not that I have anything against it, because I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I love being sexy too, and it's fun, and you know what I mean? And it's thrilling to people. It's a fantasy. It's part of what I do. It's not that it's not, but, I just feel like for how hard I've worked and what I've put into my career and my life, like, just to be like, oh, fuck it, because that's what's selling right now. Like, let me just put myself half naked everywhere so people will just send me money for that. And yes, I would have gotten a lot more money, because the real truth is people would rather pay for that than to pay for entertainment, because, Listen, there literally are porn stars who have more likes, views, and comments than I do. So if that doesn't show you something, I mean, it's the truth. I'm not disagreeing with it at all. But I just feel like, you know, it's not something that like I just want my page to focus on. You know, I still, want to build it as an entertainer, and so that's why I didn't want to do the OnlyFans thing, because of obviously the name that's connected to it and what people think. You know what I mean? Artists go with selling exclusive songs. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. That's basically what I'm doing. And again, like, do I want that to be the future? Not for me. Because the real truth is, if the future of my life comes to like me just being a virtual type of entertainer, like, and that, like, I won't do this, because that's not why I do this. And I hate everything that comes with all of this. Like, I want to entertain people. I've always said this from the beginning. I want to sing and I want to dance. I want to do my job. I want to be amazing at what I do. I want to entertain the fucking hell out of everyone. And that's it. Like, all of this other bullshit that goes on in between that you have to do now is like sickening to me. And like I said in a post, I think I said somewhere, like, I've met in the middle of a lot of things, and did what I had to do because of how the world is changing so much. But, I do feel also that, like, it's fucking dumb. And, like, what is going to be entertainment? You know what I mean? Like, what is going to be, like, I don't know. Like, it's crazy to me. But we'll see. Anyways, that's pretty much everything. I'm just, gonna focus on that right now and see where that takes me. And if anyone's coming to Wigs and Wishes, obviously, like, you'll see me there. Do you get a large percentage of the money versus TikTok, Instagram? Well, the money that any of these things go to, guys, so like, it doesn't go in my pocket. It goes into my production company, and then I still obviously owe them money of an investment that they have to make back technically before I make. But a lot of the money would obviously go back into my career and music and being able to do things. The more money that comes in, the more that they're willing to put in. Kind of just how it works. So let's say I made $20,000 one month. That means I could, probably spend $10,000 of it, which would be pretty amazing, right? So, but yeah, you do. I want to say it's definitely more than like what you would get like on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that, for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. You guys have any questions? Yeah, so you can. Okay, so the way that OnlyFans also works is like, it's gonna be $9.99, but like you could leave tips and stuff like on like comments and stuff. Like, there is you could give more money if you want to. You'll see like kind of when you're on the site. And obviously when I make it officially, before I like post it and stuff, I'll post it in here so you guys can join there and we can make the transfer over, and then this page obviously will close down. My plan is to start the OnlyFans at the beginning of October, so this would be the last month of this page. But like I said, it's going to literally be the same thing as far as for you guys, like what you're used to. I'm not sure more monthly, but I definitely know tips for sure, because I've seen that on there when I was looking into it. The modeling thing. Oh, the modeling thing was really just from like my PR company. It was like, I was going to a bunch of the events, and then there was this one brand, and they were like, we would love for him to like walk in the show. So that's kind of how that happened. But this is my last month with the PR company as well, so because we needed cutting some cost out, and that cost was way too fucking much. So by next week, guys, I will have the link to the OnlyFans, and I will post it in here once it's fully set up, and then you guys can transfer over. Thanks, Stacy. Able to see Wigs to Wishes. I believe that they had a virtual last year. I don't know if they have it again. I'm having my videographer come and film my performance, so I'll definitely post that. Like when I have that back, I know that for sure. Guys, any questions that you have about like your subscription and stuff from here, just shoot a message to Kelly on that. Thanks, Donna. Sorry, I'm just reading your comments. Also, guys, do not join OnlyFans. Like, don't make a page yet until I make mine. Um, because just don't. Don't make an account until I make mine. Once I make mine and send it to you guys, then you can make an account on there, but don't do it yet. I don't know how much the tickets are at Wigs to Wishes because I have no part of that at all. And obviously because it's charity, so it's not like I don't make any money off the ticket sales and stuff. So I'm not I don't know anything about that. Thanks, Jane. Oh, hey, Pam. How many people will see me initially on OnlyFans? I don't think it works like that. I just know that like when I post it to everyone, I think more people will be willing to join it because of the free part. Um, so, hey, Cheryl. Ooh, God. I did abs yesterday at the gym and it hurts so much here right now. She killed me. Ugh. Yeah, there will be lives on there. Yeah, yeah, I'll still have my TikTok and all of that, of course. This is just to switch out from this to that. Oh, Rita, yeah, you could tell people once I announce it, because I want to make the page first. I don't have the page set up yet. Whew. Anyways, guys, I have got to head out because I still need to shower and I have to head to a dance studio and I need to make a couple of like music mixes before I go there. So, um, gotta be a big boy. But I love you guys so much, and you know, hoping for you know, some positive things to come out of this change, and you know, hopefully a nice little like switch up and rebuild and you know, expansion. So and I'll try to go live again when I get back. So I'm only gone for like 2 days, and then because once like about mid October I travel all the way until the end of November, so I'll be pretty like jam packed. But once my new page is up, maybe I'll do like a TikTok live or something on there, and see what happens. But I love you guys, and I hope that everyone's doing well. And oh, sorry, my back hurts. I hope that everyone's doing well, and that everyone is safe and healthy and feeling good. And it'll be. I can't believe like I'm only doing this whole year one show. It's crazy. So if you're coming there, I hope that I rock the house down. Fingers crossed for, you know, everything to fall into the hands that it's meant to. So we'll see. Bye, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll get together again soon. Bye. Remember, stay kind. That's the most important thing. Gotta have a good heart.